Either one wants it to be them. Olivia Cochran and Essence Cody battle for the tip, and the Cardinals control. Louisville top 20 in the AP poll for the 13th year in a row. Coming off a run of 5 straight Elite Eights. Sydney Taylor starts us off with the first shot of the tournament, and Essence Cody grabs the board. Out of bounds off of Taylor. And coaches, we talked before this matchup, these are two really good defenses if you haven't seen either one of these two teams play before.
Well, outstanding. Alabama is leading the country right now and holding opponents to under 42 points a game. And then we know that Jeff Walls at Louisville is always very defensively minded and a very relentless team, and they're holding opponents to under 52. So it should be a little bit of a defensive juggernaut. I'm excited to see who's going to score for us.
This is a great test for both of these teams, who we mentioned have been off to a pristine start of their non-conference slate. That's what this tournament is all about. The Van Chancellor and Betty Chancellor Classics expanding the field bigger than they ever have before. Some of the biggest names, including these two, in the tournament this weekend. Our first stoppage of play. And that's Cochran nearest to the whistle. Our officials today, Scott Yarborough, Demoya Pugh, and Leah Laney. Houston-based crew. Alabama will have its first throw-in with Loyal McQueen.
Yeah, Coach Walls isn't going to like that with Cochran picking up an early foul there with under a minute to go.
Olivia Cochran, a big part of what they do. Had such a big Elite Eight against Iowa last year. Sarah Ashley Barker. Oh, for the junior Jessica Timmons. Here's some of that suffocating Cardinal defense. They forced their first turnover of the day. And Alabama follows suit.
I think we're going to see a lot of this until they settle in a little bit.
Bit of a rock fight early.
It's already physical out there.
Yeah, two very physical teams, as we mentioned. Louisville out of the ACC, Alabama part of the ever physical SEC. There's our first points of the tournament as Nyla Harris slips it through. Low McQueen out of Florence, South Carolina. Coach Curry told us earlier this week we need our 4th and 5th players in the rotation to step up big time. One of the players they're counting on is Nye, another one of these trio of seniors. McQueen can't hit. Louisville just getting whatever it wants defensively to start. Around the horn for Cochran. Sydney Taylor. Kind of a lid on the bucket for both schools right now. Alabama on the run. Another turnover force. That's 3 and 3 trips down for the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, just the way they like it. Boy, I tell you, it is very physical on both sides. The refs are probably going to let them know how they want to call this here early on, because it's tough already.
Yeah, both these teams we mentioned bring a very physical identity. They came clearly with a game plan to throw the bodies around to start this game. You see a little bit of the Merrill Center, Katy, Texas. About 25 minutes, give or take, from downtown Houston. This facility hosted the Southland Conference Tournament in recent years. Stop me if you heard this before. Louisville going after the ball again defensively. And we got a tie-up as Nina Rickards able to poke it loose.
Well, Nina just comes into the game, and Coach Walls told me yesterday he likes bringing her off the bench. She has great experience in the SEC previously, and she knows what it takes to play his style and his tempo, and he likes bringing that off the bench. So he subbed her in quite early here.
A transfer from Florida. Alabama's used to her. Tied making the NCAA tournament last season, 20 wins. Alexia Mobley. That's a big-time shot.
I like that. That was highly contested. Stepping to the side. Great bucket for Timmons.
Jessica Timmons opens Alabama's scoring effort. Kiki Jefferson going to work, the Lancaster, Pennsylvania native. They want to work it to Cochran in the post, and she hits the floor hard. She'll have free throws coming. One more look here. Cochran going right at the heart of that Crimson Tide defense.
Yeah, there's not going to be anything easy at the basket today on either side.
Coach set this up. Alabama, the top-rated scoring defense here in late November. And again, this is why both of these teams want to play in a tournament like this, to see some different styles. See Demoya Pugh there breaking up our official title.
You typically don't get a chance to play 3 games in 3 days again until your conference tournament. So a lot of the coaches really like this as a precursor to what that feels like and looks like later in March. Good time to test your team 3 games in 3 days.
Cochran off on the first. Gianna Cunningham has subbed in for Alabama. Cochran, the 6'3" senior out of Columbus, Georgia, Carver High School. Preseason All-ACC pick. They are really going to go as far as she can take her.
No doubt, the most experienced player on their team and their leader.
See Jeff Waltz there. What a career that he has carved out here in Louisville. The all-time winningest coach in program history in 17 fantastic seasons.
Yeah, he's done an unbelievable job there, and I think just the sustainability of it and the fact that he's done it year after year. I think you know, if you're in this profession, you know just how hard that is to do. And they definitely got the gem there at Louisville.
How about the defense that his team is bringing into the front court? Alabama not even inbounding the basketball easily. Crimson Tide able to hold it for a half-court possession. See Nyla Harris, one of their principal leaders on that side of the ball. Tide early if you're just now settling in with your Thanksgiving leftovers. Well, it's right back at us, and it'll stay with the Crimson Tide. But again, Coach, the Cardinals getting into passing lanes effectively.
Oh, and you see they're sending 2 players at McQueen, making her forcing her into a quick decision there, and they're anticipating her pass out of it. And Louisville did a great job there running through the passing lane.
Our referees headed over to the scorers table. What a great start to this tournament, too. We mentioned right off the rip, this is one of the best games that this tournament is going to offer. It's not a winner or loser bracket situation, but it's 3 guaranteed games. So they take a look at the shot clock here at the Merrill Center. Well, 4 games for you all 3 days this weekend. Happy to be here with you on a holiday weekend. And it looks like they've got the shot clock sorted out. 2 undefeated teams going toe-to-toe. Laurel McQueen facing pressure into the backcourt. Jessica Timmons. Traveled. Louisville cuts her off of the post as well.
You know, we talk about Louisville being relentless defensively, and one of the things I like to say is they make you feel them from the jump. You're going to feel their pressure, and it really wears on people throughout the game. But even early on here, we're seeing it a little bit with Alabama. They just need to calm down a little bit, settle in, and they'll be okay.
Aaliyah Nye was able to steal it, and you'll see here on a replay. They're going to take a look. Watch Cochran there trying to field that basketball. She was arguing with the official that she never touched it, and that's what they have ruled. So that one went by Cochran.
And we see Alabama set up in their press here, so they're going to give it right back to them.
Alabama absolutely suffocated South Florida, a really good program year after year in their last game. See them working on the defensive end as well.
I'll tell you what, Garrett, I was really impressed with Alabama's win over South Florida. Like you said, a storied program. Coach Fernandez has done an excellent job at South Florida, but Alabama beat them last week by 29 points. Very impressive win by Alabama.
70-41. That was a drub defeat in Tuscaloosa. First touch of the game from Marissa Russell, and she travels. But, Coach, the way these two are playing defensively, it might be first to 30 wins today.
It's quite possible. They'll settle in here again. Intense pressure both ways, but they'll settle in, take care of the ball a little bit better as we go along. Jessica
Timmons trying to break the seal. Another pass stolen away. Louisville on the break. Great defense on the back end for Gianna Cunningham in Alabama. Timmons swiped away. And Harris able to reset. 3-on-2. Louisville running a set with the Cochran screen. Nothing is rolling off the rim right now. We stay tied at 3. Timmons 3-on-2. Got that off glass.
Good body control there to finish.
Alabama steals it going back the other way on the outlet. Nye. Book it.
That's what they love to do. Get going in transition, and they will take quick threes off of turnovers, and Nye does a great job of knocking it down.
5-0 run for Alabama. Suddenly the first breathing room we've seen on either side. Here's Love with her first touch. Elia, the senior from Kansas City, very veteran-laden group for the Cards. 5 on the 30. Won't go. Timmons boards. And Timmons bumped on the way back from Russell.
That's actually a good foul by Russell. Nobody was back, and she kind of saved a wide open layup there. Louisville's got to get back on that.
Both teams feeling each other out thus far. 2 really good defenses in an 8-3 game as we've got our first timeout of the 2 very good defensive teams. And coaches, we set up, we knew turnovers were going to be forced aplenty. We didn't quite know there were going to be this many. Louisville forcing 6, Alabama with 5.
Yes, both teams are on pace here to have about 40-plus turnovers, and I know that neither coach is interested in that. So, like I said, I feel like it'll calm down here a little bit as they get used to each other, but definitely both teams need to take care of the ball much, much better here going forward.
2 undefeated teams doing battle here on Black Friday. And a bump away from the ball in Louisville. And we love the guilty party. Jessica Timmons fighting for position. Sarah Ashley Barker with her first miss from distance. Cardinals trying to cut it down to a 1-possession game. Here's Jada Curry running the point. It's hard to get Cochran the ball right now, and a whistle on the near side.
Yeah, I really like that deep post up. She established nice position right at the basket. Just need a little cleaner pass.
Couple subs for both schools. Carly Weathers in the game. Elif Istanbuloglu in for Louisville. Taylor can't get it to go, but offensive rebounds. It takes 2, but she finally gets her first points of the day.
And they need to get her going. She's their leading scorer, and that's going to feel good to her to see the ball go in there.
Louisville struggling to get shots off right now. Weathers won't miss that one.
You have to guard Alabama at the three-point line. They're an excellent three-point shooting team.
Crimson Tide have knocked down a trio of triples to start. Sydney Taylor tied up. One more look at this play. Taylor took some late contact, and she'll go the stripe. Graduate out of Long Island, New York. Long way from home. Previously played at UMass. See Coach Christy Curry there at 11 seasons here at Alabama, and she's forged a very nice program. They made the NCAA tournament last season. Taylor to a 3 thus far.
And I really like Taylor's game. She recently eclipsed the 1,500-point mark. She hit a game winner this summer in Toronto. Their team was able to go up there and play, and she hit a game winner that helped them win the gold, and she was tournament MVP. And she's currently leading them, so they definitely need her to put the ball in the basket throughout the day.
Yeah, Louisville competed in those global games that you mentioned, Coach. Alabama went to Spain and played 4 games. Of course, you get those international trips every couple years. Awesome experiences for both programs. Nobody home for Barker, and Taylor on the run. A whistle before the shot, and Louisville's turned it over. Neither team giving anybody any room to breathe on the break. That sets Cody into the game. 5 fouls on Louisville, just 1 for Alabama. Of course, those reset at the quarter. Barker, another turnover. That's 2 and 2 trips. Taylor. She'll go to the line.
You know, Barker telegraphed that pass a little bit and didn't put enough zip on it. I think Louisville's taking away that next pass to the middle, so I think she needs to look sideline and cross court a little bit more there on that pass.
And Coach, you do not want to put Louisville on the line if you're Alabama. They're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country at almost 84%. That's what you call a classic broadcaster jinx right there.
That was classic, but they do not miss at the line, like you said, over 83% for the season. Outstanding.
We're off and rolling here at the Betty Chancellor Classic. 0 for 2 for Taylor.
He really jinxed her.
McQueen. Carly Weathers. Loyal. Can't get that one to roll. And Jada Curry able to board it down. Louisville trying to tie the game on this possession. Offensive rebound. Jada Curry. And 1. Jada Curry will go to the line with a chance to tie it.
That was a tough and 1. I like how she finished through contact. Her eyes never left the rim. Louisville does. They speed you up. You know, she had her teammate wide open at the basket there. Just take an extra half second, deliver the pass, and Alabama will get 2 points right there.
Aaliyah Nye with a shot from distance early in her game.
Nice read.
Finger roll.
Nice read on the pick and roll.
Alabama back on top. Stambololo. Curry. Boy, another chance for Curry to create her own shot. 5 points early for her. Barker's trapped. Backdoor McQueen. No, but a whistle.
Nye did a great job there of taking that extra half second, surveying the floor, and hitting the open player at the basket.
So Loyal McQueen back to the line. Sydney Taylor picks up a personal. That's already 2 on Taylor. Have to keep an eye on there for Louisville. McQueen perfect on the first try.
Yeah, Louisville's going to have to take her out, and I'm sure they don't necessarily want to do that this early in the game, but two fouls here in the first quarter is not good.
And Coach Wall says exactly that. Kiki Jefferson back into the game, the graduate transfer from James Madison. Two-point spread early. Alabama led by as many as 5. Jefferson. Offensive board for Love, and she'll get free throws. You love getting into the lane. Sarah Ashley Barker with her second as well. So a pair of stars, Coach, already pick up their second before the first period ends.
Yes, and that's unfortunate. Both of those players need to be on the floor for their respective teams, and it'll be interesting to see here. The benches are going to have to step up.
And the bench has been great for Alabama this year. They're putting up 23 points per contest in the second unit. So Christy Curry feels like she has an advantage in that department.
Yeah, you know, I talked to both coaches yesterday, and they both feel their benches are excellent this year and that they can go to them at any point. And it's going to be on display here early.
And we love the mid-year transfer from Georgia Tech. We'll slice the lead down to 1. It was a rock fight early if you're just now getting tuned in after a Turkey-induced coma. It's 3-3 for the first 5 minutes and change. Mainly thanks to good defense like you're seeing right now. Nye going to work. This is Meg Newman settling it down. A reversal for Timmons. Step back wouldn't go, and the rebound to Cunningham. Louisville trapping everywhere right now. And Timmons. Wow, what a find to Newman.
Nice, and Alabama really earned that bucket. I'm impressed with Cunningham there in a trap to really take care of the ball, control her feet, get the ball out of the mess there, and it ended up in 2 points for Alabama.
Approaching the final minute of this first quarter. Now Harris trickles it in. Louisville back within a point. Certainly these two offenses have opened things up in the latter minutes of this first. Alabama can go 2 for 1. Weathers. Ring it up.
You see Jeff Walls over there. He is not happy. They're just leaving Alabama too wide open at the three-point line consistently, and they do not want to do that. Alabama's not going to miss those open threes.
Kiki Jefferson able to respond. Timmons can hold for the final shot. Weathers. 3 to work with. Timmons. Oh, got the roll. What an action-packed first quarter.
Tough shot at the...
Christy Curry on the Alabama sideline, trying to help her unit stay tight defensively. Estabalovo across court for Louisville. Kiki Jefferson. Timmons forceful with the board and then elbows throw. That's a foul on Timmons. These two teams so physical to start. As we get a look here, and coach, they're watching for the lowering of the shoulder here on this attempted setback.
And I like Cunningham's aggressiveness. She's handling the physicality well. Just needs to keep her elbows down there on that rebound and handle the pressure.
That was Gianna Cunningham, you're correct. Off the inbound for Nyla Harris. Estabalovo gets the roll. All the way from Istanbul, Turkey, a true freshman for Jeff Walls.
Coach Walls was telling me yesterday he really likes her potential. She played on the Turkish national team and around a lot of great players, and thinks her ceiling is really high for them.
Elliot Love can't win that battle, but you just see how much these Louisville players love going after loose balls like that. Love very forceful into the passing lanes. Nice start for Timmons. 7 points, including a shot from distance. Carly Weathers. Oh, a cheeky effort there for Kiki Jefferson trying to throw that ball off Alabama, and it will stay with Louisville. Cardinals can jump back on top in this possession with the 3. Trying to get to 5-0. Elite 8 last year, fell to Iowa and Caitlin Clark. Timmons able to grab the miss. Alabama made it to the first round of the NCAA tournament last year. 2 postseason caliber teams. Newman with the reversal. Hello.
We've seen Alabama settle in a little bit more. That backside's been open all game for Alabama after they break the press, and they're starting to make better passes to that open player at the basket.
Estabalovo, no. Here comes Timmons. Alabama looking to add to its cushion. Timmons lost the rock. Meg Newman, we mentioned, kind of spark plug off the bench with Sarah Ashley Barker getting into foul trouble, and coach, beautiful job to create her own shot off the glass.
Showing off a little athleticism there. that's tough to do. She's hanging in the air, shoots it on the reverse side. Actually made it a little bit more difficult, but very, very pretty finish.
Newman with some good size, 6'3", redshirt sophomore. Louisville trying to keep Alabama at arm's length. Jada Curry with 5 early points. Cochran. She can knock down that little mid-range jumper. Louisville able to find her early.
It's great to see her get that bucket and hopefully get her going here in the scoring column a little more.
Great career here at Louisville. Preseason All-ACC pick, as we mentioned. McNewman. McQueen. 9. Offensive board for Weathers. Newman again in the middle of the party. How about that finish?
Good patience, good poise, and great toughness to finish there through contact.
6 points for Newman off the bench. Beautiful cut, can't finish. It's Dabalolo off glass. Louisville is stuck with Alabama just when you think the Tide are starting to pull away. Able to trim down this margin. McNewman. Travel that time. And Christy Curry will not hesitate to get Sarah Ashley Barker back into the game. Alabama's star guard picked up a couple of fouls early. Now Harris on the other side with one, and then Sydney Taylor picked up a couple. Jeff Walls choosing to slow play, getting her back into this game. Nina Ricards. Stabalolo. Traveled herself.
You know, both teams, when they get the ball in there, if they don't have a clear look at the basket, I would like to see them move the ball a little quicker, get it out of there and get it back, reposition. Both teams just too good defensively once the ball gets that low. If you don't have a clean look, they're trying to do a little bit too much with it on the catch.
Two of the best defensive teams in the country if you're just now tuning in. Weathers, string music. 5-point lead for Alabama. Coach Stallings mentioned it. Alabama, one of the best teams from outside last season in the SEC. They've tapped into that in this first quarter and a half. Already 5 triples on the morning. Anna Rickers. Cochran. Weathers secures. Alabama looking to add on. McQueen pinballs in the lane and a whistle. And Cochran able to draw the foul. Olivia Cochran so good on both the offensive and defensive ends of the floor. Not afraid to wear that contact from Loyal McQueen. She'll grab a breather for Coach Walls. A Queens, New York native, Ricard Sanders. A whistle far away from the net.
Another example of how that pressure just speeds you up. No one near Cochran there.
Yep.
She just needed to see the ball, you know, all the way through into her hands. A little bit rushed and turnover.
That's the last thing you want to see there if you're Coach Walls, too. Lowell McQueen over 8 points per game this year. Over for one of the star additions, Aaliyah Nye. Sarah Ashley Barker back into the game and back into the score sheet.
I'll tell you what, Louisville's not letting her get anything easy. She earned that bucket. They were up on her in her space. Tough contested shot. Great bucket by Barker.
One of the best players in the SEC, over 18 points per game. They think this is going to be a huge year for her. Cochran can't hit. Off the offensive board, as she so often does, resets.
Good job staying with it there.
Such a great second chance player. McQueen with the moves. Cunningham slows it down. Double dribble.
And she really needed a guard to get there a little quicker and help her out. She's battling down low there and just got a little too antsy.
We have our first stoppage of this second quarter. 4:22 left before the half. Alabama starting to separate. Pushing from the floor, 12 out of 20 on field goals, but they turned the ball over 13 times, and yet they still lead by 5 over a really strong Louisville team.
I'll tell you what, that 3 ball going in makes up for a lot of mistakes sometimes, and Alabama's definitely putting it in at a high rate.
Turnover number 9 for the Cardinals. Off an Elite 8 run last season like they've done in 5 straight tournaments. Barker. Weathers able to save it. Meg Newman able to recalibrate. Jarvis Barker, the local product out of Birmingham, Alabama. Nye. Rejected by the rim, and Cochran grabs another ball. Louisville in. Travel again, and another violation on the Cardinals.
I think, again, both teams, when you get that deep, you've got to be able to pull up or dish it off to a teammate. There are 2 or 3 defenders every time either team gets that deep into the paint. And I think we're seeing the individual try to do a little bit too much.
Is there any rush do you see playing a factor here? It's been a while since these 2 teams have played. They travel, they come eat their Thanksgiving dinner. Here they are at 11 a.m. on Black Friday trying to play a top 25 caliber team.
Well, I'm sure they all had some good meals yesterday, so it'll probably take a little bit to get in the flow.
Barker with 8 on the shot clock. Timmons got it.
Great ball movement by Alabama, and that's really how you break Louisville down. You've got to get the ball going from side to side to really make them shift. You're forcing help side, and then it's opening up these 3-point shooters.
Largest lead of the day for the Crimson Tide. Timmons the first to double digits with 10 points today. Olivia Cochran.
Nice.
Louisville going to the well in the paint, and Nyla Harris off the glass.
And that was a great possession for Louisville. You saw patience, you saw ball movement, didn't try to do too much, got the easy bucket.
Louisville unblemished this season. They rolled over Bellarmine 110-33 their last time out. Boyle McQueen. A whistle and a charge.
Again there, Garrett, you see just trying to do too much. You've got to pull up there or kick out. Both teams are great at taking charges that deep in the paint.
Jada Curry back in. These 2 matching up for the first time since 2008. Have not seen each other a lot in the non-conference slate. Alabama continuing trying to stuff the passing lanes as Sydney Taylor pops that one away. And Rickards will throw it in. Cochran directing traffic. 6 to shoot for Taylor. Alabama wanted to walk. Instead, the Crimson Tide on the run. Timmons. Alabama resets. Cunningham with the ball. Carly Weathers with an early shot from distance. 5 to shoot. Nye backdoor. Shot clock reset. Back to Aaliyah. Taylor grabs a very nice board. A great defensive stand there for Louisville. Taylor. That would have been the first shot from outside for Louisville all day long. 0 of 4 now from distance.
And Louisville has some very capable 3-point shooters. They haven't been able to see it go through much early in the season here, but very capable.
Cunningham missed the bunny. Barker able to follow, and the foul.
Great follow by Barker, and she's working hard. Like I said, Louisville has their best defenders on her. She's getting a lot of attention. It's important that she not get frustrated and go get buckets in different ways, and she does it right there. That's very good experience, poise from a veteran right there to go get that putback.
Cochran just picked up her 3rd. It's a tough break for Coach Walls ahead of the stoppage for halftime.
Yeah, really tough for Louisville there. right before the half.
That was a hard position for her to be in, too, trying to guard two of Alabama's most talented scorers.
Yeah, you have to almost let that one go there.
Right.
She's more valuable to her team than that one bucket.
Ricard's foul. 3-point spread for Alabama. Matches its largest margin of this first half. McNewman works her way back in. Nina Ricard, we mentioned, has seen Alabama quite a bit in her career coming over from Florida.
I was talking to Coach Walls yesterday. Again, he really likes her energy, intensity, the fact that she knows the SEC and the what it takes to go against that level.
Offensive board off the miss. Back to 9 in the post. Another whistle. Number 5 in Alabama.
I think Nina's transition to Louisville has been a little more seamless than maybe some of the other portal kids, simply because she's used to the intensity and the pace.
And we mentioned this is a roster for Louisville built heavily on transfers. Taylor coming over from UMass. Some of the other contributors, Jefferson coming over from James Madison, Jada Curry from Cal, Elia Love from Georgia Tech. This is a desirable program to play for, because we mentioned how much winning they've done specifically in the NCAA tournament. Coach Walls has started to build a monster in the ACC. Shot clock and game clock about 8 seconds apart. Carly Weathers tries to chisel her way in. Shot clock down to 8. Weathers in one.
Good patience by Withers there. Heavily guarded. Good decision to keep it and go up there through the contact.
Alabama not only has been hitting shots from outside, they're putting themselves in position to get 3 with and 1 plays.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job getting to the free throw line here late in the second quarter.
Carly Weathers very quietly with 11 points in this first half. Free throws haven't been there for him. Oh, foul on Louisville. Others will get one more crack at it. Oh for 2. Cardinals can hold for their last shot. Jada Curry running a set. Ricards nailed the fadeaway.
Great pull up.
Nice end. And indeed, an awesome play to end this first half, and what's been a really good one. Both offenses settle into it. Got the second half underway here, third quarter action. Not too far from outside of H-Town. Glad you're with us here on a Black Friday. Maybe your shopping's in the books. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the second half. Scott Yarbrough, Demoya Pugh, who you see on your screen, and Leah Laney are officials. Sarah Ashley Barker will get ready to throw it in. She's going to be a big part of the second half. Their leading scorer at 18 points per game, held to just 4 after getting in a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, I expect her to get back in the flow here. Again, she needs to stay poised, get her shots in a little bit, maybe a couple different ways than she's normally accustomed to, simply because Louisville's applying so much attention and defensive pressure on her.
And the shot clock sorted out here. A building that's hosted the Southland Conference tournament over several years, hosted the Southland Conference tip-off last year. It's been a while since they've had some hoops in this building. Van and Betty Chancellor Classic, named after the legendary former head coach of the Houston Comets, longtime pilot of Ole Miss and LSU, Mooch Van Chancellor. Sarah Ashley Barker on her first miss of the second half, and already a whistle on Alabama, 70 feet from the basket.
And that's one of the cleanest looks Barker's had all night, and she's a little frustrated that didn't go in, but I really like the action that Alabama ran there to start the half to get her a good, clean look.
Jessica Timmons frustrated picking up her second foul. Two undefeated teams. Somebody's going to walk away with their first L of the season. Sydney Taylor wants to make sure it's not Louisville. There's the first triple of the day for the Cardinals.
Big bucket for Taylor, and nice to see a three-point ball go in. Hopefully that gives Louisville some confidence here to let it fly a little bit more.
Alabama led by as many as 8 in that first half. Sir Ashley Barker. Aaliyah Nye. Oh, and missed everything.
A little too much staining there on Alabama offensively in that possession. When you have good dribble penetration there, like Barker had, you've got to have some people diving and cutting. Against Louisville, you cannot stand.
5 to shoot.
Great cut.
Barker, no. 2 to shoot. McQueen, and 1. Alabama uses all of the shot clock, and Loyal McQueen going to the line for a three-point play.
Great cut to the basket there by Barker, and awesome job by McQueen to follow up.
Loyal McQueen, 5'8", right in the lane in the heart of the play.
Cochran picking up her fourth foul there.
That is significant.
That's really a detriment to Louisville. Hate to see that this early in the game.
One of the premier players in the country in foul trouble in the early third quarter. How will Louisville respond? Jada Curry. A whistle in the half court.
Cochran's a little frustrated there. She went down to the end of the bench. You know she wants to be out there for her teammates. It's just really unfortunate. It'll be important for her to regroup here and be ready for when Coach does put her back in the game. I'm sure he's going to leave her out for a while, though. Elif
Istanbuloglu back into the game. A fan favorite at Louisville thus far. You can see why. An offensive board, and the layup won't go. Another reset. Taylor. Book it. Louisville back within 2.
I love the footwork there and the patience. She gives a little fake, keeps her feet under her. Good balance. Hits another 3 for Louisville. It's awesome. They have 2 going through the basket here early. That's going to be crucial.
Sydney Taylor, 104 three-pointers made last year. That was 7th in the NCAA. Alabama knocked down 5 three-point shots in the first half. 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound for Essence Cody. And the true freshman able to grab the offensive board. Here's a look at Sydney Taylor with the three-pointer on the other end.
Gives her a little head fake. Great patience. Love the balance.
Coach Christy Curry, in a conversation earlier this week, told us that these freshmen are really growing up. Essence Cody, part of a big-time recruiting class. They had a top 20 class according to ESPNW last year. Cody, one of the centerpieces.
Yeah, she's done an excellent job at Alabama, year in and year out, getting great talent, competing in the tough SEC.
Jada Curry hits the floor. No whistle. Jeff Walls takes a timeout before they call a violation. That's always a precarious position to be when you're a point guard getting tripped up. We got
to start the second half.
Jeff Walls looking to spark his group back into this game. Here, Jones, Marlene Stollings here with you. A tie-up. And great defensive pressure there by Alabama. Possession arrow will give it right back to the Cards. I'm sure, Coach, when you're on the bench looking for your team maybe to tighten things up defensively, drawing a jump ball is something that you like to see.
Without question, and I'm really enjoying the fact that we haven't had any turnovers here to start the second half. Both teams have settled in a little bit. That's been key.
What a response by Kiki Jefferson. We spent halftime talking about how they need to get her going. One of the best scorers in the country last year at the mid-major level is going to the free throw line with a chance to tie this game.
I really think she can be key for Louisville down the stretch here as they go throughout the season and get deeper, and she adjusts to being at this level. As you said, mid-major, she led the Sun Belt in scoring at 18 points a game just a year ago and 8 rebounds a game. So she's a very capable player. She was Sun Belt Player of the Year. But it is a jump when you come from mid-major and you jump to the Power 5, the pace of the game, the intensity, and she's still adjusting to that. But once she does, she's going to be one of the key contributors for Louisville.
An 8-point lead for Alabama is gone. We're right back where we started on Black Friday. Sarah Ashley Barker draws the whistle, but she travels first. Took one extra step trying to get post positioning. Louisville can take its first lead since 8:44 left to go in the first. Looking to get to 5-0 today in a premier non-conference tournament. Barker tips it away. Right to Harris. And they pop Barker. Offensive foul on Louisville.
Great defense by Barker. She tips it, stays in the play, recovers, and takes the charge. I like seeing that from her.
That's number 2 on Nyla Harris. Just not getting tuned in. Olivia Cochran with 4 fouls for Louisville. Carly Weathers, huge off the bench in the first half. Well, McQueen took too many steps.
Alabama trying to do a little too much one-on-one here to start the third quarter. When they were having success, it was in transition and they were getting better ball movement off penetration and moving the ball. A little bit too much one-on-one action. Again, against Louisville, you're just not going to get those open looks.
Whistle on the steal. That's Essence Cody able to pick up the loose rock. That's number 4 in Louisville in this third. Christy Curry told us really the theme of our season has been taking care of business thus far. We mentioned a romp over South Florida at home. That might have been taking their game to the next level, but she really felt like this was a great opportunity to go out and prove their mettle. They have more than acquitted themselves today against a top 25 foe, trying to regain the lead. Well, McQueen foul. Boyle McQueen has been such a nice spark plug for Alabama today, getting into the lane and drawing contact. Jada Curry just picked up her second. Coach Curry said, "We love who we're trying to be," or she loves, I should say, who they're trying to be defensively. Obviously, they've done some great things. The nation's top scoring defense coming into this matchup. Stambololo on the feed. Taylor almost carried. That one was tipped. Louisville trying to tie it up. Taylor. Another sidestep in her third triple of the third.
She's got that down. Shot fake, sidestep, bucket.
Think about Louisville making up this margin. That 9 points on her back in this quarter.
She's definitely leading the way for them.
1 point game. Barker gets the roll. Blow for blow they go. And Barker will go to the line with a chance to level it up.
Now it's a really good under control drive. She pulls up. She doesn't try to over dribble. I like the adjustment Barker made right there.
Opportunity to make it a 1-bucket lead. These two continue to punch, counterpunch in this third quarter. Coach Curry subbing on some size. Gianna Cunningham works her way back in. 2-point lead for Alabama. Kiki Jefferson, we mentioned the transfer from James Madison. Been a big part of this second half effort. Taylor no on the fadeaway. And Timmons works it away. 3 boards a game for her. Weathers keeps it alive. McQueen. Cardinals can tie it up. Jefferson runs it in. All square at 47.
I think Louisville can do a little bit more of that. Not allow Alabama's defense to get set. Attack the basket early in transition. Alabama's just so good defensively if they can get back and get set.
Weathers no. Sarah Ashley Barker, one of Alabama's leading rebounders, over 6 per game. Can't hit the fade. Jefferson, after scoring the last points for the Cardinals. Istanbulolu. Barker another board. Alabama looking to get back on top. Weathers on Jefferson. Oh, the nifty finish with the left hand.
Weathers continues to be very impressive off the bench for Alabama.
Shade over 3.5 left in the third. Taylor in one. Sydney Taylor taking over in this third quarter. She'll go to the line with a chance to take the lead for Louisville. I see her worst of under 8 minutes in this third frame.
She's really been spearheading this momentum change for Louisville coming out from halftime. She's just been excellent scoring for them. And it's important with Cochran out that somebody else step up.
No doubt. 4 fouls for Olivia Cochran if you're just now joining us. A foul there on Taylor. Much to the chagrin of the Louisville fans who have traveled from Kentucky. This holiday weekend tournament. And the foul trouble just continues to stack up for the Cardinals. We talked about Cochran. That's number 3 on Taylor.
And she's going to have to be really careful here. They cannot afford for her to go out with Cochran already out. And the fact that she's leading them offensively here in the third quarter, it's going to be real important. She might have to let a few things go, but she cannot pick up that fourth. And we see Coach Walls here, I think, going to sub her out.
Nyla Harris also has 3. So really, Coach, the 3 players, if you're Louisville, that you don't want to be in foul trouble are currently in it.
Alabama's in a good position here in terms of getting to the free throw line and forcing these fouls against Louisville.
Sarah Ashley Barker with her 8th point. Alabama back on top by a narrow margin. Taylor in. Able to draw the whistle instead of drawing it.
Coach left her in there, but I think she might be coming out now. Well, no, he's going to leave her in.
Kind of a gamble for Coach Walls here early.
Well, it shows trust. You know, Coach knows their players best, and some players can play in foul trouble, and others not as much. So Coach is showing a lot of trust here with Taylor.
She's making it look easy in this third quarter, already up to 17 points. We mentioned the challenge of this tournament. It's 3 games in 3 days for all 8 schools. It's not a win-lose bracket situation. It's 3 guaranteed games. And look, staying aggressive here in game number 1. Marissa Russell on the block. Up and under to 9. Ricard pulls it away. Cardinals trying to break the stalemate. Taylor. Clock down to 7. Ricards can't get the roll. But she does wear the contact.
Nice job by Nene here. Good poise, good patience. Doesn't plow through the defender, goes around her, and draws the foul. It'll be interesting to see here on the other end if Alabama tries to go at Taylor with the 3 fouls.
Nina Ricards gets a friendly roll in the Merrill Center. Louisville's on top. One of the best free throw shooting outfits in the country. They're 9th among 360 Division I teams in that category this year.
Yeah, at 83% as a team, you don't want to put them at the line. That could be a difference maker down the stretch here. Alabama's got to be careful they don't start sending Louisville to the line.
Timmons. What a good first half she had. Quiet to start this second, but into the stat sheet in the third.
And Alabama really needed that. She had a great straight line drive there. No help side defense. Good one-on-one finish.
These two have had an answer for each other every time they've scored in the second half. Ricards, no. Very late whistle.
Yeah, Nye got her on the arm there as she released the shot. And again, Alabama just needs to be careful not to start putting Louisville at the line. They do not miss.
And you don't want to get Nye another foul. That's her 4th too. So we talked about the foul trouble for Louisville. Now it's starting to pile up for Alabama as well.
Yeah, Coach Curry doesn't waste any time getting her right out of the game. It's definitely foul trouble is going to be a factor here down the stretch in the 4th quarter for both teams.
Louisville's been off today at the line. They're just 13 of 20 at the stripe. We talked about how good they are in that category.
Yeah, we've jinxed them quite a bit, I think.
Coach Walsh knows exactly who to go to after the game. Timmons foul. And Coach Walsh fired up.
Teams that respectively could win their conference this year and be NCAA tournament contenders.
Now those 4 teams will go head-to-head, so Louisville will not play, nor will Alabama, Clemson, or Mississippi State among the notables on the other side of the bracket. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Tulsa also here as well. And you said it, Coach, every single team, all 8 that are here this weekend, could definitely win their conference. That is the kind of talent and caliber that we're going to see this weekend.
Well, the mid-major teams in particular are just traditional powerhouses. Liberty with Coach Green, you know, he's been there forever, it feels like. And Gonzaga, we know they're a traditional program that goes to the NCAA tournament nearly every year. I think they're on a 17-year run or something of that nature. And Pine Bluff, I really like. They have some great transfers out of the portal. So, again, this tournament is jam-packed with a lot of talent.
First game has lived up to the billing. Sydney Taylor from the point. Into the post. Harris turned away. Cody can't grab the ball. Another Louisville basketball.
Good job by Cody recovering there. Harris had a nice deep post up. Would like to see her finish that, but Cody did a nice job of not fouling her.
Trying to shoot for the Cardinals. Hawks down to 3. Harris swims through.
Good adjustment by Harris there to go around Cody this time instead of trying to go up over her.
Well, stoppage again as they'll sort the clock out. Everybody's shaking off a little rust from a packed Thanksgiving Day yesterday. Glad you're with us on a holiday weekend.
Louisville tries to trap there off the sideline out of bounds. They run a little blitz action. Alabama, great poise. Great poise to pass out of the trap and get a 3-point shot. That's the danger of it. Louisville going for a steal there. Great poise by Alabama.
And the Crimson Tide back on top thanks to their leading scorer knocking down that triple. Rebound to Harris. They've been great on the offensive boards today. One rebound edge in that category, 12 to 11. Russell gives it up. Alabama on the break. 3-on-2. McQueen sticks the land.
I like that challenge by McQueen there. She knows Taylor's there. Taylor thought about going in Dublin and then thought better of it because of her foul trouble. So one-on-one, she was left one-on-one, and McQueen did a very nice job there of finishing.
5 to work with for Taylor. Ricards beat the buzzer, but it's off anyway. What a sprint to the end of that third quarter for Arlene Stallings here with you. Strap in for the finish on a Black Friday. Been a fun one. Two teams going hard for a premier non-conference win, and the Crimson Tide give an offensive foul away from the ball.
And Garrett, we have a lot of foul trouble going on here. Louisville, 3 players in foul trouble. Alabama, 2. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out here in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be a bit of a chess match for these two head coaches. When does Alabama put back in Aaliyah Nye? When will Coach Walls put in Olivia Cochran with 4 fouls apiece?
And how those players respond is going to be crucial as well. They've been out for a couple of them a long time here, a big stretch, especially Cochran.
Harris starting to dominate the offensive glass. Louisville now with a 2-point edge in that category, 13-11. Cardinals back within a point. Working in the post with Gianna Cunningham. Mid-range not there. Comes Ricards. Beautiful find. Jefferson takes the lead. And Christy Curry incensed on the bench, calling a timeout as Louisville back to the NCAA tournament for a second straight season. Somebody's going to take their first loss today, just piling on the storylines here late. Essence Cody is back in, playing with 3 fouls on the miss there. Birds have numbers. Ricards, no. Offensive rebound, 3 straight for Louisville. A Florida transfer able to reset. Step back. A whistle and a foul. Alabama headed back to the other end of the floor.
Yeah, and I really like that early timeout by Coach Curry to kind of gather her team. You could tell the momentum was all Louisville to start that fourth quarter, and she didn't waste any time gathering her team and trying to regroup.
Aaliyah Nye is back in with 4 fouls for Alabama. Do you like that decision with 8:26 left?
It's a little early for me, but again, I'm always in favor of the coach knows their player best.
No doubt.
And the momentum here is still going Louisville's way, so I think Coach Curry wants to help her team out a little bit here. Nice drive by Barker.
And she puts Alabama back on top. 13 points for Sarah Ashley Barker. The Birmingham kid, 40 minutes away, give or take, from her campus where she's played 4 years of great college ball. Harris. Louisville back on top.
Right back at you. You see back-to-back straight line drives. There's not any help side on those drives. Both teams doing a good job of reading when to keep it and go all the way in versus Oberg dribbling.
14 points for Nyla Harris. Barker foul. Number 2 on Louisville in the period. Alabama will have a throw-in. McQueen running out of time. Seven lead changes, 9 times tied. Barker misses everything. Cody foul. That's since Cody, one of the premier recruits of this gem of a recruiting class, the number 22 senior last year in the class of 2023.
And she's just getting started. I really like her upside and potential, and Coach Curry and her staff do an excellent job of player development. She is only going to get better. And I think week by week you're going to see big jumps in her game.
Second McDonald's All-American in program history for Alabama. Forget all that, though. She's in a big-time game. 3 fouls, just 1 point. Able to level it at 61. Christy Curry calling out the set from the Alabama sideline.
And you see Alabama mix into a 2-3 zone here. Kind of stop the flow. Louisville was getting into great rhythm there. I like this decision by Coach Curry to kind of change the momentum a little bit and disrupt the flow and rhythm that Louisville was playing with.
Jefferson. Another offensive rebound for the Cardinals.
They are dominating the O-Boars. Like to see Alabama be a little more physical here and grab those rebounds. You do give up a few extra rebounds in a zone.
16-12, the advantage on the offensive glass. They do get a stop. Harris keeps it alive.
Louisville's just out hustling and out working Alabama here on the second chance opportunities.
There's a whistle to stop play with 6:41. So yes, it's Cody, the true freshman that we were talking about. This is a big-time spot for her. Gives the ball up there late.
Yeah, this is the biggest game of her young career so far. So, she'll grow up fast here, I'm sure.
And Christy Curry told us that this was something that Alabama needed. They needed to be tested. They certainly have been today against a top 20 team.
Great early test for both teams. On the road, neutral court, neutral environment. What a fun way to start this tournament.
Kiki Jefferson to the post. Offensive foul.
Wow, how big of a gamble here for Nye to take that charge. Could have been her 5th foul. That call could have gone either way. Wow. Alabama's breathing a little easier right now. That was close.
Leah Nye, one of the 3 big seniors for Alabama, over 13 points per game. They're trying to keep her in the contest. Sir Ashley Barker. Carly Weathers very quiet in the second half. Loyal McQueen lost the handle.
I tell you, Louisville's defense was outstanding. They ran a ball screen, a back screen, a flare screen, and absolutely nothing was open that entire possession. Great defensive possession by Louisville there.
Jada Curry back in to run the point for Louisville. And look who it is, Olivia Cochran back in with 4 fouls.
I'm very interested to see how Cochran responds. Does she keep her composure, let the pass be the pass, stay in the moment here, do what she can to help her team here the last 6 minutes? Or is she still upset about the time that she missed? It will be interesting to see how she responds.
If you're just now getting tuned in, Cochran with 5 points and 4 rebounds, but that mostly came in the first quarter. She picked up her 3rd foul right before the half, and then her 4th 1 minute into the 3rd quarter. They go right to her. Cochran travel. And that's what you're talking about, Coach. It's hard to get back into the game when you spend a prolonged time on the bench.
Absolutely. It takes a couple trips up and down. I would like to see her get her feet back under her here, get her blood flowing a little bit. Just get back in the flow. Don't try to rush too much too early. There's a lot of time left in this game.
Barker denied at the hole. Barker keeps it alive and sticks it in.
Big bucket Barker right there. You know, Alabama's last win over a ranked team was February 17th, 2021 against Tennessee in Tuscaloosa. So this will be a huge program momentum builder in a lot of ways if they get this W today.
Cochran missed the stop and pop. Barker. How did she find McQueen? Ricards pulls it out. It's a 2-on-1. Tie game. Ricards makes it 63 all with under 5 minutes left.
Nina's just been huge here in the 3rd and 4th quarter for Louisville. I really like how her experience and has really shown here. She's stepped up big for Louisville.
So Ashley Barker gives it up into a double team. Bodies converge and that'll stay with the Crimson Tide. Louisville doing so many good things on the break today. The little 2-woman game with Curry to Ricards.
Great job by Curry drawing the defense and giving the ball to Ricards in just the right spot.
Well, McQueen will have another throw in. Or they get the court situated. Just 9 on the shot clock. Jessica Timmons. 3 to shoot. Barker. Big time triple.
Deep 3 by Barker. I guess she needed a little bit more of a challenge. That was the toughest 3 she's had all day at the biggest moment, and she nails it.
And she started kind of quiet in this game, but she's hit her season average with 18 huge points.
And she's had to do it in different ways today, but credit to her. She's hung in there and found a way.
Nyla Harris able to answer. It's just a 1-point game. Timmons couldn't get the roll. There's a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on Louisville. Jada Curry just picked up her 3rd. In essence, Cody back to the stripe.
What a great game, Garrett. I feel like we're in March already. This has definitely the intensity of a game in March.
We thought it would be good, but you never know, especially starting out a tournament. And these two teams had a bit of a layoff. They had the Thanksgiving travel. Big meal yesterday.
How about the big free throws for the freshmen?
Alabama's still struggling there, relatively speaking. 11 out of 18 in that department this afternoon. Olivia Cochran. Louisville can tie or take the lead. Curry. Swatted away. Cody with the denial. But another offensive board for Louisville. Taylor. Cody grabs the pill.
And she grabs that with 3 Louisville players flying in there. Louisville's really crashing the glass hard.
Nye can't answer. Barker grabs the rebound. The Alabama bench erupts. Here's a look at the triple try.
I think we have an over-the-back call on Barker there.
Looks like you're right. 5 fouls on Louisville, 2 on Alabama in this period.
Well, we know the last 3 minutes here, rebounding is going to be crucial. And Alabama's got to match Louisville's intensity here on the boards. They're really crashing hard.
Alabama's been in control for most of the afternoon. Louisville has been able to make it close and take brief leads here in the 3rd and 4th. Crimson Tide looking for a signature win to get to 6-0. Ricards. Under 3 to play. Cochran can't get the friendly roll. Just 2 out of 7 from the field. Boyle McQueen looking to counter and build Alabama's lead.
Again, we've got a horns action there. Ball screen, back screen. Nothing's open.
Timmons can't hit. Harris clears. What a job by Knight to tip that one away. They say it stays with the Cardinals. Sarah Ashley Barker flummoxed wanting the call. They want them to take a look at it. Take a look for yourself. The question there is going to be whether Taylor bumped that with her right hand.
Yeah, really hard to see there.
No review. Stays Louisville basketball. Taylor. Ricards boards.
She is everywhere.
Curry. Cochran again. Turned away by Cody.
And
so
again,
it's Alabama's basketball.
Great job by the freshman there, staying upright. not letting Cochran draw the foul.
That was 3 quality chances there for the Cardinals. They couldn't answer.
Now they're getting opportunities. Just got to do a little better job of finishing.
That's a testament to this Alabama defense. We mentioned right off the rip, the #1 defense in the NCAA when it comes to scoring. McQueen. All kinds of contact from Ricards. 10 to shoot. McQueen with the answer. Alabama by 4.
What a bucket by McQueen. That was huge. She reads the defense. Again, a straight line drive down the middle. There's not any help side. And she's outstanding one-on-one finishing.
Sarah Ashley Barker puzzled with that call, tied up with Harris. And she just picked up her 4. Team foul number 3 on Alabama. Just 1:27 left. A decision for Christy Curry as to whether you keep Sarah Ashley Barker in the game. This is their star player. 6-foot senior from Birmingham, 2021 All-SEC freshman team.
Yeah, Coach Curry might do a little offense defense. I'm not quite sure here, but to protect her.
A bit of an explanation there from Scott Yarbrough, our head referee. And Barker will come out of the game. Jessica Timmons subs in. Alabama's led by as many as 8 today. And a timeout for Jeff Walls. Took a second off the clock after the conclusion of this game. 1 of 4 that we've got here on this floor this afternoon between the Betty and Van Chancellor Classics. Cochran off the feed. Taylor. Louisville started to go cold. Rickard's keeping them alive in the offensive glass.
There's Nina again. She's been huge. I cannot say it enough for Louisville here in the second half. Great rebound, great putback. Takes it to a 2-point game.
21 offensive rebounds for Louisville in this ballgame. McQueen lost it. Did she go over and back? Yes, she did.
10-second count.
You're right. We'll take a look here. 62 seconds left in this game. McQueen jostled up. Thought maybe over and back was the call there, but you're right, Coach. It was tipped.
And Alabama's got to be careful here. They've done a great job of staying poised. They don't want to lose that here in the last minute of a game. Louisville's going to continue to increase their pressure defensively. Alabama just needs to stick with what worked earlier in the game when they broke the press.
With Sarah Ashley Barker on the bench for Alabama with 4 fouls. Wow, what a move. Harris ties it up.
What a move by Harris. She fakes the handoff. Her defender jumps just slightly enough for her.
For Louisville, Cochran with 4 as well. And Aaliyah Nye with 4 in her own right. 47 ticks on the clock. Jessica Timmons works it from the point. Shot clock and game clock about 20 seconds apart. Carly Weathers. Timmons. Nye. Locked in. Alabama back on top with 29.3.
What a possession by Alabama. Great poise, penetrate and kick. They stayed with it, got the best open look.
Shot clock is dark.
Nye, great job knocking it down.
Cochran spins in the lane. It's a 1-point affair.
Right back at you with Cochran. Louisville, you can see they're very poised. They've been in this position a lot, especially Cochran, a veteran. They're not going away by any means.
Only took an early punch. They could not get a shot to fall from outside. They've been much better in the second half, but still just 3 for 13 from distance. Alabama will throw the basketball in. Louisville needing a stop defensively. Aaliyah Nye swarmed up and fouled by Sydney Taylor. That's number 4 on her. Takes a second off the clock. Nye back to the stripe. Saw the cold-blooded triple from her a few moments ago. Very good free throw shooter to boot. Nice second free throw of the day on the way. One possession lead by the rim and then a whistle.
He chooses to go for the quick two. Great deep seal by Cochran there, and she draws the foul against the freshman.
Since Cody just picked up her fourth. That's a tough spot to be as a true freshman. You mentioned all the accolades that she has out of high school, but she's really earning her keep here in a big game.
And you got a true freshman there going against a veteran who's been to 2 Elite Eights and a Final Four.
Nothing to it, right? Cochran at the strike. Louisville 15 out of 23 at the line today. If they played at their normal performance, Coach, they're probably on the upside. 83% of the year coming into this game.
No doubt. It's definitely been a difference maker today. They've not hit their free throws as usual.
Cochran cuts the lead down to 1. So that worked brilliantly for Coach Walls. You only take a few seconds off the clock and you cut the lead down to 1.
And Louisville has a few seconds here and try to go for a steal. They don't have to foul immediately.
And to Timmons. They do go for the steal, but they foul with 11.1. This is where you really have to make hay with your free throws. Alabama 13 out of 20 in that department today. It's a hard thing to do. Start a tournament in which you're going to be playing 3 games in 3 days and be dialed in at the line.
And I've got to believe Alabama feels very comfortable having Timmons at the line here. She's almost 80% on the year with 19 attempts.
Christy Curry unfazed on the sideline for Alabama. Jessica Timmons with 13 big points today. Nothing to it at the way for maybe putting this one on ice.
The ball comes off. Alabama has to stick the box out. Louisville's been outstanding here in the second half, getting second and third opportunities. Alabama cannot allow this at this crucial point of the game.
Rickards will throw it in. Clock is down to 7. Wow, an offensive foul. What a job by Alabama.
Oh my, they got Nina pushing off there with her offhand. Tough call. She's played very well here in the second half.
The Crimson Tide bench erupted.
Great job defensively by Alabama. Their show.
That's a tough call in that spot. If you're Louisville, though, you still have a chance to win.
A really tough call this late in the game.
Carly Weathers will throw it in. Cardinals sub in Alexia Mobley for the first time in the second half.
Alabama has to take care of the ball here. Just get it in. Louisville's going to foul. Good job.
5.2. The offensive foul on Nina Rickards. Changing this game, and Aaliyah Nye can essentially put it away at the stripe.
An 83% free throw shooter.
Both teams out of timeouts.
How exciting for Alabama if they get this win today. Again, the first time since 2021 to beat a ranked opponent.
First matchup since 2008 between these schools. Hope it's not the last anytime soon. Barn burner today. Jefferson for 3. That's the
Pauline Peters.
Music by Louisville. रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो सिमरा।